As a longtime fan of Chicago PD, I have weathered many emotional storylines, plot twists, and character arcs with the show. Yet, nothing has left me feeling as betrayed and frustrated as the way the series handled the much-anticipated wedding of Burgess and Ruzek, affectionately known as Burzek, in the season 12 finale. This moment should have been a triumphant culmination of years of development, growth, and heartfelt investment. Instead, it felt rushed, hollow, and entirely unworthy of the characters and the fans who have championed their relationship. From the very beginning, the Burzek relationship has been a cornerstone of Chicago PD. Their chemistry, layered personalities, and mutual respect made them one of the most compelling couples on television. Fans have watched their relationship evolve through trials, separations, reconciliations, and life-changing moments. Their journey was authentic and deeply human, creating an emotional attachment that few TV relationships can match. The wedding was supposed to be the emotional peak of their story, a celebration not just of their love, but of their growth as individuals and as partners. Instead, the season 12 finale treated this pivotal moment with a lack of care and respect that felt like a slap in the face. The wedding felt rushed, almost an afterthought. It was crammed into a small portion of the episode, without the weight, ceremony, or emotional resonance it deserved. Key characters were sidelined or missing, the setting was uninspired, and the dialogue lacked the depth and nuance that would have made this scene truly memorable. This wasn't the grand, heartfelt event we expected. It felt like a hastily put-together checklist item to wrap up a season. What made it worse was the absence of genuine emotional buildup. For years, the show had masterfully built tension, uncertainty, and anticipation around Burzek's relationship, only to gloss over the culmination in mere minutes. It was as if the writers wanted to check the wedding box without giving it the full narrative weight it deserved. There were no tears, no speeches that reflected on their journey, no moment for the cast or viewers to breathe in the significance of the day. The episode skipped over the vulnerability, the joy, and the conflict that would naturally arise in such a moment, leaving a hollow shell where a deeply meaningful event should have been. The emotional disconnect extended beyond just the wedding scene itself. The surrounding plot lines, which had been compelling throughout the season, were abruptly cut off or overshadowed. It was almost as if the showrunners wanted to cram in the wedding and everything else in the last episode, resulting in an overcrowded and underdeveloped narrative. The pacing suffered, and viewers were left feeling emotionally whiplashed, expecting a grand celebration, but receiving fragmented storytelling that diluted the impact of everything. Moreover, the treatment of Burzek's characters in that episode felt off. Their behavior seemed inconsistent with the depth and authenticity the show had built over previous seasons. Instead of showcasing their growth and maturity, the episode regressed their development, turning them into caricatures rushing through vows with little sincerity or real emotion. This was especially disappointing because both characters had become fan favorites due to their complexity and relatability. To reduce them to a rush wedding vignette felt disrespectful to their journey and to the viewers invested in their story. The fan community's reaction was overwhelmingly negative, and understandably so. Online forums, social media, and fan pages were filled with disappointment, anger, and disbelief. Many voiced how this mishandling undermined years of character development and emotional investment. The Burzek wedding was meant to be a moment of joy and closure, but instead, it opened a chasm between the show and some of its most devoted fans. One of the most heartbreaking aspects of this failure was the missed opportunity to explore meaningful themes surrounding commitment, sacrifice, and the complexities of love, elements the show had touched on so well before. Instead, the finale missed the chance to deepen the emotional resonance and instead settled for a surface-level portrayal. In an era where fans crave authenticity and emotional truth in storytelling, this felt like a huge step backward. In conclusion, Chicago PD had an opportunity to create a landmark television moment with Burzek's wedding, something to cherish, celebrate, and remember. Instead, the show delivered a shallow, rushed, and emotionally underwhelming event that left fans feeling unappreciated and betrayed. As a fan, it's hard not to feel a profound sense of loss, not just for the wedding itself, but for the respect and care that the relationship and the audience deserved. I will never forgive Chicago PD.